Hello and welcome to the Aspire Guide to ICT Level 2 Functional Skills. In this video we'll be looking at set 20 question 2, which is the spreadsheets question. So you'll need to have income set 20 L2 open. So if we start with question 2 in section B, then we can see that question A asks us to calculate the income for each sport for January. So if we look at the spreadsheet, we can see that there's a column for income for 3 different sports: windsurfing, kiteboarding and water skiing. Okay, you can see that the price for each sport is down here. So one thing that I know that I'm going to have to use is absolute cell referencing, because I know that price for sport is just in one cell. So I'm going to click into cell C5, I'm going to press equals, tell the spreadsheet that I'm going to do a calculation. I'm going to click cell B5, the number of customers, times by the price of windsurfing, which is cell B19. And I'm also going to press F4 on my keyboard, or in my case function and F4, to put these dollar signs between B and 19, because that means that when I copy this down afterwards, this cell isn't going to change. The reference to cell B19 isn't going to change. I'm going to hit enter, and I've got my answer there, 1620. I'm going to do the same for kiteboarding. So equals the cell with the amount of customers times by the price of kiteboarding, not forgetting to press F4 and hitting enter. And finally for water skiing, so same again, equals cell with the number of customers multiplied by the price for water skiing and pressing F4 and enter. Okay, so that's my first step. I've calculated the income for each sport in January. My next question, then question B, asks me to calculate the total income for January. So you can see here there's a column for total income. So that's going to be the income for windsurfing plus the income for kiteboarding plus the income for water skiing. So I'm going to click into cell H5. I'm going to press equals again to tell the spreadsheet that I want to do a sum. I'm going to click cell C5 plus cell E5 plus cell G5. Press enter, and there's my total income, £9,020. Okay, so that's my second step. I've calculated the total income for January. The third step says that the target income per month is stored in cell B23. Stefan wants to know if the target was met each month, and to use a spreadsheet function to display met if the total income was equal to or greater than the target, and not met if it was not. Now, there's a couple of clues in this question that you can look out for. Anytime that you see something like this, where a particular value is told to be kept in a particular cell, so in this case the target income per month we're told is stored in B23, that's a clue that you're going to need absolute cell referencing again. And also, if the question includes the word if, as you can see here, that's usually a clue that we want an if statement. So we know that we're going to be using an if statement with some absolute cell referencing. So let's see how we can do that. We're going to do it if the total income was equal to or greater than the target income. Okay, so I'm going to go into target met, which is cell E5, or I5 I should say. I'm going to press the function button, which is up here, and I'm going to choose the if function. Now, I've got 3 steps in my if function. The first step is my logical test. So what am I actually asking the spreadsheet to look at? Well, if we go back to the question, we want to know if the total income was greater than or equal to the target. So I'm going to ask the spreadsheet to look at the total income, which is cell H5. I'm going to type the symbols greater than or equal to. I'm going to click the cell that has the target income there. And I'm also going to press F4 to make that an absolute cell reference, which makes it easy to copy down when we're finished. But if we revisit that, we can see that I'm asking the spreadsheet to look at the total income and tell me if it's bigger than or equal to the target income, which is in this cell. So I'm going to click into the next step. What do I want to do if that's true? Well, let's have a look. If the total income is bigger than the target, we want the function to display met, because we've met that target. And if that's false, we want it to display not met. So in the next step, let's click not met. If I click OK, we should see that we now have target met, because our total income is bigger than the target income. Okay. So the next step, step D, asks us to replicate the formula for each sport for each month. So this is where, because we've done absolute cell referencing, we can replicate this very easily. We go into our cells that have our formula in them. We hover over the bottom right hand corner till we get the black cross, and we can just drag that down. And the spreadsheet will copy that down for us. Again, this wouldn't have worked if we didn't do the absolute cell referencing. This only works if you do absolute cell referencing. So go through and copy them all down. And there we go. Okay. Step E, question E, asks us to format the spreadsheet. So we need to format all currency values to show pound symbol, and to add any other formatting so that it's consistent, clear and easy to understand. So I'm going to highlight all of the cells that have money values in. I know that I can highlight more than one at once by holding down Control on my keyboard. So holding down Control on your keyboard is something that allows you to highlight more than one cell at once, which will come in useful a little bit later. So once I've highlighted all those cells, I'm going to right click, I'm going to format cells, I'm going to click currency, which is there, and I'm going to have that to 0 decimal places, so it's just the symbol. And I'll click OK, and we should see that they're now all in pound symbols. Okay, so any other formatting to make it consistent, clear and easy to understand? Well, I can see that I've got a title at the top here. So I'm going to click into that, I'm going to drag across all the cells, I'm going to click merge and center. I might change the font and the font size, maybe even underline it, give it a cell color. And again, I've got some subheadings here, I can probably make those bold, I can make those a little bit bigger. I've got some more headings here, again, might make those bold, might give them an underline. And I could also think about putting in some cell borders. So I'm going to put right borders on each of these areas just to separate them out a little bit. Okay, and that one as well. Right border. There we go. And maybe that one as well. Okay, so you can see just with a few changes I've made that a little bit more user friendly and a little bit easy to read at first glance, just by using merge and center, cell borders, and using different fonts for my headings. Okay, so hopefully 2 marks for that. We can go down a little bit further. Step F asks us to filter the spreadsheet to show only the information for the months when the total income was more than 11,000. Okay, so I know that I need to use filter and for the total income to be more than 11,000. So I'm going to click on the heading total income. I'm going to go to sort and filter, which is in the top right. I'm going to click on filter. And you should see that I've now got some little arrows in each of my headings. So I'm going to click on the arrow in the total income cell. I'm going to go to number filters. I'm going to choose greater than, because the question wanted us to filter out, to only show the rows where the total income is greater than £11,000. So let's type 11,000. I'm going to click OK. And we can see that it's now filtered out only the months where the total income is more than £11,000. If I wanted to remove that and show them all again, I would simply click clear filter. But okay. So don't forget to save the chart as you go along. So you're saving this as a separate worksheet with, sorry, excuse me, I've skipped ahead. Don't forget to save the filtered spreadsheet as high income. Save as we go along. Okay. So step G asks us to use our filtered list now to create a suitable chart to show the total income for each month. To format that chart so it's clear and easy to read. Also to save that chart as a separate worksheet. So we get 5 marks for this, so it's an important part to get right. And here's where we can use our knowledge that holding down Control lets us highlight different cells in different parts of the spreadsheet at the same time. So we can see in the spreadsheet, or we can see in the question, sorry, that we are showing the total income for each month. So what do I need to highlight? I need to highlight the months. And I'm going to hold down Control. Let's make this big. So we highlighted the months. I'm going to hold down Control, and I'm also going to highlight total income as well. So because I've held down Control, these are both highlighted at the same time. I can now go to Insert, and I can choose a chart. So it's likely to be a bar chart to show this information. And you can see it's now produced a bar chart for me with May, July, August, September. So I need to make sure this is formatted so that it's easy to read. So that includes an appropriate chart title. So the chart title needs to be specific. And you also need correct capital letters as well. So we have months with total income greater than £11,000. Okay, we also need axis titles to tell us what each of the axes are. In my version of Excel, that's found here in Add Chart Element, although your version of Excel might be slightly different, but it will be within the design ribbon at the top, which you can access by making sure you click onto the chart and then go into the correct ribbon. So I'm going to add a horizontal axis title. And and a vertical one as well. So this axis is the months, and this axis is the total income. appropriate chart, we've got it labelled, we've got a specific title. Now we need to put it into a separate worksheet. So we do that by right-clicking. Right-clicking in one of the white areas of the cell, or the white areas of the chart, sorry. We select Move Chart, and we select New Sheet. Click OK. And you should see that that chart now has been moved to a separate sheet for us. So here's the income sheet, here's the chart sheet, which makes it easy to read. Okay, so that's completed step G. We've saved that chart as a separate worksheet, and we've now completed question 2. So the key things to take away are looking out for the clues about using if statements, if it has the word if in the question, and also the importance of using absolute cell referencing. And a clue for that is when the question tells you that a particular value is being held in a particular cell. Okay.